wonderful world of Disney.
I shouldn't do that if I were you, boy.
Oh, come on, Gramps. Are we going to go poking along all the way to town?
That's right, boy. How would you like to slam down this road with a quarter crack in your outside hoof?
John Callant says that crack of Donnybrook's long since mended.
Ah, John Callant, if he knew as much about horses as he claims, I'd be working for him.
How's the old boy?
What's that?
I'm talking about Donnybrook, naturally. How's his quarter crack?
Well, boy, are we going to poke along all the way into town?
No, sir.
Ah! Yeah! Come on, Kenny.
Go,
Donnybrook,
go!
Go, boy! Go!
No! Go, Donnybrook!
Kenny, give me his head!
Should have seen the brush you just had with old man Boyd.
Yeah? Well, you must have beaten him, or you wouldn't be talking about him.
Gave him 3 lengths and passed him by about half pole. And I didn't even really step her.
Old Matthew must have turned purple and then some. There's one man who doesn't take to losing. I remember one time...
Hey, wait on, you didn't let me finish. You know, for a while there, we was neck and neck, and I was afraid he was gonna hook my wheels. 'Cause that's an old trick of Boyd's. Tried it once with my dad at Scone Tracking.
Wait here, lad. I'll be back in a moment.
I was just telling the fellows about the great brush we just had.
Yes, that was smart driving, Bruce. And I think Teddy did quite nicely too, don't you, for a 13-year-old? This horse wants cooling out. So does the driver.
Hey, Teddy. When's your granddad gonna sell this nag and get himself a horse?
Why don't you go? Cool yourself out.
22. 25, 30... 35?
Yes, well, I'm a little bit short this month, Horace. Some unusual expenses at Boyd Farm, you understand.
Mr. Boyd, when you talked me into... When I agreed to take a mortgage in Boyd Farm, you told me I'd get a better return on my money than I could make on the stock market.
Yes, and that's the best advice I ever gave anyone.
But here's the point, man. I'm not only not getting the return on my money, I'm not getting my money. I mean, you're 6 months behind in your payments.
Horace, I'm afraid you don't understand the mechanics of finance. You see, every time I fail to make a payment, the interest rises accordingly. In other words, the less I pay, the more you make.
How's that again?
Believe me, it all works out to your benefit.
Step right up, gentlemen. Oh, and ladies. And feast your eyes on this magnificent piece of horseflesh. Stands 15 hands. But he'd be better off if he had 4 good feet. And if you're wondering about this collar mark, don't. Pulling rubbish cart's hard work.
Get your hands off that horse.
Look out. And another added feature is this quarter crate. Right, mate. You started it.
Grab that dog.
I'm going to have a good fight.
Get the dog at him.
What, you gonna stop it?
I can't do that without shaming the boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, McGinnis, sitting there and letting your boy beat up someone half his size.
I notice your grandson's got a full-grown mouth. And when he starts, he ought to learn to finish.
Wouldn't surprise me, though, because you McGinnises have about as much sportsmanship as a halibut has here. Planning to use that on me.
I just might.
Hold it, boys. We can't watch 2 fights at the same time.
I thought you only used that whip on horses you were planning to pass in the stretch.
You're asking for it, Boyd. Bruce, come on out here.
You put up a good fight, Teddy boy.
Wish Mr. McGinnis hadn't stopped it. It's just about to beat the living daylights out of Bruce.
Out of my way. Come on. Get up. Come on.
Gee, I hope nothing's gone wrong with the brood mare whilst we've been gone.
Calm down, boy. That foal's a good 2 days off.
Gee, Gramps, were you calm when you were getting your very first foal for the first time?
Yeah. About as calm as Mount Vesuvius.
Come on, move it.
What on earth does that brother of yours think he's doing? Unhitch it. What in blazes do you think you're doing?
Now, I'll be up to helping the boy with Johnny Brook.
I'm going to use the infield for pasture.
Have you gone daft, Doone boys?
Grandad, we need it. So I thought, why let the infield go to waste?
Oh, you did? And what kind of a workout am I going to be able to give Donnybrook with all these cows bellowing and bawling away in here? I'll tell you something, boy. I'd rather see this whole place go to seed than be turned into a cow pasture.
Grandad, these aren't cows. They're steers. Now, I'm no fonder of cattle than you are, but they give beef, and people buy it. And if they keep on buying it, well, maybe someday we can get back to breeding horses.
I'm going up to the house. When I come back, I want Donnybrook in the sulky.
Take the horse to the stable. I'll be up to help you later.
Have you looked in on the brood mare yet?
Teddy, me boy, I told you once, I've told you twice. That foal's a week away at least. Now be off with you.
Go, boy! Go, go, go! Come on, Donnybrook! Go! Go, boy!
How was it then?
It was these cows. I could drive a horse to distraction. 2:10.
Worse luck. That's exactly 20 seconds off his best time.
Thank you for doing the arithmetic for me. Do you think, John, if we were to increase his toe weights?
Your Honor, I know I'm risking my very life by opening my yap, but I've got to speak. Toe weights, you say? Sure, haven't we tried them up and down from 2 ounces to 8? And hobbles we tried to improve the running of the poor beastie. And them copper shoes you sent for from Sydney. Isn't the plain truth clear as the bright sky above? There's a time in the life of man and beast when there's no go left in him. That's natural. It's not sad. Save when you're too stubborn to admit it. Now, if you want, I'll go get my things and be gone.
You're not thinking of leaving that wife of yours behind, I hope?
Sure, and I'll take the old shrew with me if I have to.
Get along with you, John. You've got work to do, I know.
Friends,
Yes, boy.
Donnybrook will get his steam back. He will. What does John know about it? You said so yourself.
Yes.
I've been thinking. I'm going to share the foal with you. He's going to have great lines, I know it. We'll train him together, and before long it'll be another champ on Boyd Farm, surely.
Your Honor! Your Honor!
That voice of hers would curdle milk in May.
The post has come. It's a letter for you he's left. From your sister it is.
They're here! It's coming! Hooray for the motor car!
Hello, Uncle Matt.
Cathy, me
How are you?
How are you? Oh! How are you, Doone?
Oh, Mrs. Callant and John, how nice to see you.
A regular lady you turned into, Miss Cathy.
Pleased and honoured we are, Miss Cathy. You're to have Mr. Doone through.
Hello, Doone. I hope I'm not putting you out.
Not in the least, Cathy. Nice to see you.
John.
Can this be little Teddy?
That's right.
Do you mind telling me what possessed you to buy one of these monsters?
Because I don't choose to live in the past, as you do. Here lies the great hope of this country. In a few years, there won't be a horse left in the land. We can all breathe the free, fresh air again.
Just, how long do you think you'll be able to stay?
Till the day after tomorrow. If the smell of horses doesn't overpower me before then.
Oh, I'd forgotten how really beautiful it is. Doone, after I've changed, do please take me for a spin so I can see it all again.
Well, I'd like to, Cathy, but there's a few things I've got to do first.
Of course.
That grandson of yours is as pleasant as a cup of cold porridge.
Doone?
Hmm?
Are you in love with someone?
What makes you say that?
What is it? Once we could talk to each other, say anything, but now... you're a stranger.
Cathy, 6 years is a long time. We were kids then, and we didn't know a thing.
Oh? And now that you're all grown up, what do you know?
I know that you're a rich society girl and that I'm a land-poor farmer.
Oh, Doone.
And that's an end to it.
Mr. Doone, come quick, it's the mayor.
Is it the foal?
Yes, His Honor says come quick before it's too late.
Is it the mare? Is it her time?
Yes, get my instruments, Teddy. Is it a bad position?
The feet first and the head turned, surely.
Doone, can I help?
Well, wait for Teddy.
Easy, easy. Easy, girl, easy. Easy, girl, easy. You'll need a forceps, I'm sure.
The boy's bringing the bag of instruments.
Easy, girl, easy. That's right.
The foal's dead.
Oh, no. Are you sure?
Why do you ask such stupid questions? And it won't help matters by carrying on like a woman.
Couldn't you be a little more gentle? He had his hopes so high.
That's the way things are. You've got to learn that.
Like a day's fishing to take a boy's mind off his troubles.
Stop it! Bad dog. Come here. Bad dog.
Maybe you should have brought Doone. Oh, Marian, please.
Really, perhaps you'll have to forgive him, I'm afraid. The boy has quite a lot on his mind.
Morning, Mr. Castle. Nothing?
Delaney, Teddy and Mr. Boyd are going to spend the day here.
How about yourself?
I'm on my way back to Sydney. Fortunately for you, this place is a disgrace.
Why, I do my best.
I believe that.
That woman's got more pepper than a boiled dinner. That car there, you know, that must have cost a pretty penny. But you ask her for a decent wage. That's another matter. Doing a little fishing.
Oh, no. These rods are for hanging curtains. I'm going to take the boy to that pool. The one I caught the big trout in a couple of years ago.
Well, I've got bad news for you, Mr. Boyd. That pool's all dried up now.
Oh, has it? Worse luck.
There's mighty good fishing in the stream, though, now and then. You know where that is?
Delaney, my grandfather was born on this property. What's happened to your memory?
Well, I suppose it does slip a cog. Now and then, Freddie.
Teddy.
Teddy. Right, well, off you. Have fun.
home, Kelly. Drop it, boy. Drop it. What happened to all the fish Delaney was talking about?
I think they got a look at Delaney and left. Come on, Teddy. We're going to find that trout pool. I don't see how it could have dried up after all that rain we had last year.
Here, Kelly.
Come on.
Ain't you ever been in the woods before?
Haven't you? Don't they teach you the King's English in school anymore?
No, just straight Australian. Here, Kelly.
What the devil are all these horses doing way out here?
Aren't they Aunt Marian's?
No, she sold her horses when her husband died. That's a mighty good-looking youngster.
Certainly looks like he's got some good breeding in him, doesn't he?
That's the dam. She wasn't a bad-looking horse in her day.
Should I start him up, Gramps? And see what kind of movement he has?
Yeah, you do that, Teddy.
Giddy up, boy. Go. Giddy up, boy. Go. Get up. Ah. Oh, Gramps. Look at him. He's trotting as easy as natural.
I know one thing for sure. That colt's too good to be buried in these woods. I can't imagine who these horses belong to.
Me? Well, as a matter of fact, they happen to belong to a friend of mine, and he, sort of, run out of pasture, and being a friend naturally, I let him, use them out of here.
Colt's got some mighty fine lines. Do you think your friend might be interested in selling?
Well, I couldn't exactly, know about that.
Who was the sire?
Well, I can't say that neither.
Isn't that stallion? It is. That's Mrs. Castle's Omega, isn't it?
No. There might be a slight resemblance, but no. That one's a whole horse.
You lying, thieving devil! When you sold her stable, you held these horses out on Mrs. Castle, didn't you? Now, what are the prices you got for so poor?
No, I swear that you're mistaken, Mr. That is owned by a friend of mine.
Name him. There isn't a horse owner in the Hunter Valley who's not known to me. You've been breeding these two and selling the foals all along, haven't you? Well, I'm going to see that you're fired off this place once and for all.
Now, just a minute. Now, I've never done you a bad turn. So be reasonable.
My good man, this is my reasonable side. If I gave you what you deserve, I'd call the police. Now, be off! Well, let's round up these horses.
We're going to take them with us?
Of course. Your great Aunt Marian's got no way of taking care of them. We'll have to do it for her. And while we're doing that, we'll go on breeding them in no time at all. We'll be back in the horse business. Tell him, boy. How'd you like this colt to raise and train?
Oh, golly gee, who? Do you think it'd be all right with Aunt Marian?
Of course, why shouldn't it be? She didn't even know she still owned these horses. I just write her a nice letter explaining what happened and telling her what I intend to do, and I'm sure she'll tell me to go milk a duck.
Oh.
I'm sure she'll let you keep the colt.
You think so?
Well, absolutely, but just in case it wouldn't hurt to do a little praying, if you get the chance.
You must be daft if you think Aunt Marian would let you keep these horses.
I'll never know until I try.
I'm going to call him Dandy Boy. What do you think of that for a name?
You're just dandy. Why didn't Aunt Marian let you have those horses when she closed her stables? She knew we had our backs to the wall.
Well, I'll buy them from her if I have to.
And pay for them how?
Never mind. This is my affair, and this is still my farm.
Yes. Thanks to the sweat of a few brows around here. Gramps, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
Out of my way, you plowboy.
How long does it take a letter to get to Sydney? It's almost a week since Gramps wrote to Aunt Marian.
In the case of that letter, the longer it takes, the better, I think, for all parties concerned. Oh, boy. Keep going there. Keep going. Nice and steady. Keep at it. Go on. That's right. Nice. Steady, boy. Away with you. Get away. Away with you. Kelly. Get away with you.
His gates. Did you see it?
I did. Here it is. Connecting strap needs adjusting. I wouldn't use the handholds just yet. Put the reins through your fingers, though. Well, here, hop out now. I'll show you how to do it. Like this. Then if the colt wants more head, you just give him more rein. Get up!
No, get up! Yeah. Sure, and you were right.
About what?
It's in the boy's blood. He may fight it, but he's never going to beat it.
Beat what?
Harness fever.
Go, Danny boy, go!
Colt. They didn't have to steal him from me. I raised him.
This letter explains why we haven't heard from Marian. Cathy says she's in Europe.
Lucky for you.
That sounded like Dandy Boy.
Well, if you don't stop fretting about that colt, you're going to grow a tail.
I bred him. He's mine.
What else does Cathy say?
Well, she sends her regards to you, Teddy, and to John and Susannah.
And not to Doone.
You get the point, I see.
I told you I heard the colt.
Wait up. John, Susannah, quick! Down to the barn!
Come on! Hurry up!
I'll get the cattle. Never mind the cattle. I've got to get Donnybrook out. I'll give you a hand. Right. Get him out as soon as you can. As soon as you've got him clear, come back with the water, will you, John? Yes, right,
Easy, Danny boy. We're gonna get you out in a second. Easy, boy.
Yeah, get up! Come on, move it!
Dandy boy, please! Please, come to me!
Hurry up, carry him, boy. Oh, steady. Sure, I might have known it. There he is. The murdering villain that did it. Oh, no! Doone! Where are you, boy?
Here, I'm here.
Where's Master Teddy?
What?
Where is he?
the boy? Take the horse. Right, I've got him.
Come on, Dandy boy.
Colt's trapped. Couldn't get him out.
Your Honor, I think he's coming round.
You're all right, Teddy boy. You're all right.
Gramps! Dandy boy! He's...
Whoop. Good morning, Sergeant. I suppose you've come to see us about Delaney.
Well, we've got Delaney locked away for a nice safe while. It's Mrs. Castle that sent me.
I thought she was still in Europe. Well, what's the message, my loving sister?
The message is, Matt, she wants those horses of hers.
What?
And she sent you. She's pretty mad. She says you stole them.
Stole them? Why, the old crab. I've a good mind to charge her for the stabling.
Look, I don't like it any better than you, Matt. Would you have John point out the horses?
Before you say I told you so, don't say it. And as for you, boy, don't get yourself all wrought up. At least not yet. We're going to take a trip to Sydney and be at the battle axe in her den.
Oh, craps.
I'm sure that between the two of us, we can soft-talk her into a little humanity. Although it's a job the good Lord might very well turn down. Put Kelly on the leash.
Well, to what do I owe this unexpected call?
Teddy and I just happened to be in Sydney for the day, and we thought we might drop in.
To receive my thanks for stealing my horses?
Blast it, Marian, I did not steal them. I wrote and explained it all to you, but you weren't here to get the letter.
You're wasting your time. The horses have been sold. Would you like to come and have some tea?
You've sold them?
All but the coat. Tea, yes or no?
No tea, thanks.
Would you like something stronger?
No, thank you. Marian, stop playing cat and mouse with me. I've got to talk to you about that coat. The fact of the matter is...
The only reason I've still got the coat is that I didn't like the price they offered me. Not for a coat with those lines.
Ah, you admit then that that youngster is no ordinary nag. I tell you, Marian, he'll do as much as Donnybrook did to make the Boyd name famous again. Have you no family pride?
You talk to me about family pride. You're £1 away from bankruptcy. And why? All because of that wretched harness fever. And now you can't wait to infect another Boyd.
Marian, for once, be reasonable. He's been caring for the colt. It means a great deal to the Boyds.
So much the worse for him.
Doesn't the fact that he's your grandnephew mean anything to you, old...
Do not intend to invite an attack of high blood pressure by continuing this absurd argument. In any case, the question is academic. I'm going to use the colt as a carriage horse.
A carriage horse?
Aunt Marian, you can't.
In fact, my man is over there right now, breaking him to the cart.
That colt will never make a carriage horse. He's got too much spirit.
That's right.
Get out of it. Go on. Get out of it. Good grief. Go on. Get out of it.
Well, don't stand there like a helpless old biddy. Get over there and take him in.
Interfere with your horse? No, Marian. I've learnt my lesson.
Teddy!
Yes, Aunt Marian. Kelly, come here. Kelly, come here, you bad dog. Come here! Bad dog! Oh, get out of here! Get off my carpet! You hear me? Get off! Get off before I call the police! Oh! Kelly, come here! He's going to attack me! Out of the way! Get off my carpet! You hear me? Oh! See what is...
Golly. I think he must be starting a new fashion in hats.
Once in your life, man. right.
Oh, thank you. Well, what about?
That colt's got far too much spirit. Daddy!
Yes, Aunt Marian?
Get your colt out of here before he starts nibbling on my African violets.
Oh, beauty! Come on, Daddy boy. Come on.
Marian, I owe you a great deal.
I know. And if I had any hope of collecting, I'd send you a bill for all this.
Thank you, dear.
Well, you got what you wanted. Why don't you leave?
You old bat. You've still got a heart hidden under there, haven't you?
Morning, Mr. McGinnis. Morning, Bruce.
Good morning.
Hey, Teddy. That nag got any go in him?
He can run some.
See that gum tree up ahead?
Yeah.
When you get there, I'll start Cornwall. Finish line will be Boyd Farm.
Are you challenging me to a brush?
If you've a mind to.
I've a mind to. But I'll start even with you.
He'll start even with us. Did you hear that? You know how many wins Cornwall here's taken?
By the saints, you boys have got your share of goal and more. Get ready to score. You ready?
Yep.
Go!
Yeah!
Go! Go, go, go!
Go, Danny boy, go!
Aye!
Well, you beat me.
Where did that colt come from?
Oh, he's just a nag.
Not bad for a youngster. Not bad at all.
And he doesn't hardly know this road, which will give you some idea what he can do on a track.
What's his best time?
Very good. If you put these two on a track, I bet your filly'd eat dirt.
You don't have beans from kangaroo meat.
Tell you what you do, laddie. I'll bring Cornwall over to your track someday, and we'll match them.
For how much?
What was that, Boyd?
I was suggesting a little something to sweeten the match.
Name it.
1,000?
Yes, if you think you can spare it.
I had a friendly wager in mind, but I'll go as high as you like.
How does 5,000 sound?
You're not very friendly.
Too rich for your blood, eh?
5,000 to kiss, McGinnis.
Done and done.
5,000? Grandad, are you daft?
It's more than I had in mind, but what's the difference? Dandy boy can take that filly of McGinnis's in a walk.
And where's the money to come from? Am I permitted to ask that?
You needn't worry about that. I've already raised the money.
Well, I can't let you do it.
You can't stop me. It's done. I put up the purse, and the match is to be in a month at Bardwell Track.
5,000. Where did you raise that kind of money?
That's my affair and no concern of yours.
No concern of mine. Don't I have the right to know what new creditors I've got?
It's an old creditor.
Horace Weaver. You talked Weaver into extending the mortgage.
I didn't talk him into it. He did it of his own free will.
Oh, Weaver hasn't got any free will when you're around. Oh, how could you do a fool thing like this? Add 5,000 to what we already owe Weaver. Do you realize, if we default at any time, he can sell that shop, walk in here and take over the whole place?
Good old Horace. The man hasn't got a mean bone in his body. I wish the same could be said for his wife.
Oh,
Look, will you stop fretting, boy? If we don't beat McGinnis, I'll eat hay and bray. I tell you, Dandy Boy's got more fizz than any horse we've ever raced.
But he's green. He's never been in a real race before. Suppose he loses.
He won't. Not with you driving.
Me? Now, wait just a minute.
You've got to do it, boy. I need the best hands I can get with you behind him. Dandy Boy's got to win.
But, Graham...
Listen, boy, I may not live so much longer that I can afford to miss this chance. Thanks, boy. Thanks.
Ah, go then! Go! Come on, Dandy Boy! You can do it! Go!
Oh, thank you, Mr. McGinnis. Call again.
Right.
How do you reckon you'll go against that colt and that Boyd's?
I'm giving 5 to 4 odds, Weaver. That'll give you some idea.
Sorry I asked.
Come on, Dandy Boy, come on! Go, boy, go! Go, boy! Go, Dandy Boy, go!
John, look at this.
Go, Dandy Boy, go! Come on, boy! Move it! Move yourself! Come on, Dandy Boy!
Hello, Horace. I suppose you've come to see what your money's riding on.
Don't say that, Mr. Boyd. All I did was to extend your mortgage. And if Sarah ever finds out, she'll kill me first and bore me out after. Suppose you've heard McGinnis is offering 5 to 4 odds.
I heard. It's my guess his money's going to go faster than his horse. If you got any spare cash, put it on Dandy Boy.
Spare cash? You're on, Mr. Boyd. Who's got any cash?
It's great Aunt Marian and Cathy.
She's come up for the race. I put Dandy Boy in his stall.
Hello there. How are you both?
Hello. See you, madam.
Hello. Oh, well, this is a surprise. Hello, Aunt Marian.
Hello, Doone.
Cathy?
Hello, Doone. How have you been?
Well, pretty busy, as you've probably heard.
Yes, the race. I don't know what I've seen Aunt Marian more excited.
How can you tell?
Matt, you're about as humorous as a hangnail.
How nice to see you back, Cathy. Oh, you too, Aunt Marian.
I hear our colt's turning out to be quite a horse.
That's right. He clocked a mile at 2:15.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Well, the record for 2-year-olds is 2:14 and a half.
Of course, the race is not always to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but that's the smart way to bet.
Well, I'm going to break a 7-year pledge and make a wager. What kind of odds can you get me?
Well, I'm happy to say it's even money by now. Well, then, now that we have such distinguished visitors, we must vanish and dig. How about the night before the race?
Well, how about after? Our victory celebration.
Oh, still as cautious as ever, eh, Doone?
I like Matt's idea better. What happens to the victory celebration if we lose?
Marian, I bet you'd throw a drowning man both ends of a rope.
Why, it's Paul Sanford.
Who's he?
An old friend from Melbourne. I wonder what he's doing here.
Mrs. Castle?
Paul's quite a sportsman. I've seen him race at the Melbourne track. Paul?
Cathy! What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, Doone. I'd like you to meet Paul Sanford, Doone Boyd.
How do you do? I was racing at the Tamworth track and I heard about your match race. I decided to drive down and see what all the excitement was about.
Well, that's what all the excitement's about.
Be careful, Cathy.
Let's go, boy. We can socialize later.
Oh, Uncle Matt, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Paul Sanford. This is Matthew Boyd.
You don't have to introduce me to Matthew Boyd.
We've met?
Oh, no, sir. No, but I've sat in the grandstand and I've watched you win more races than any one man deserves.
Well, I can't hate you for saying that.
Well, excuse me.
I've been talking to your competitor, McGinnis.
You have? And you're not ashamed to admit it?
I've been sounding him out on the idea of making this a three-way race.
Oh?
I've a 2-year-old gelding in Tamworth that I think is quite something. McGinnis is willing, if you are.
I just as soon walk away with 10,000 as 5. Done.
Well, thank you.
Oh, how exciting.
Doone, Mr. Sanford's going to make it a 3-way race. He's got a 2-year-old gelding that he wants to enter, and he's talked to McGinnis.
I hope that's all right with you.
Well, why not? This race is open to anyone with a good horse and 5,000 to put up. Not necessarily in that order.
Oh, it certainly took a deal longer to convince McGinnis. He's a rather sour sort, isn't he?
You could pickle a barrel of cucumbers just by looking at them.
Yes, but I must say, it's going to take a lot of running to beat that filly of his. I got one look at those sloping quarters and those well-hung hocks, and I almost changed my mind. Yes, that horse of his is sure built to fly.
Sanford, are you saying that Dandy Boy isn't in the running?
Of course not, sir. No, we've all driven too many races to make a foolish statement like that. I think you've a fine horse here. Yes, a good deal of animal. But, well, I think you'll have to admit he's a green colt. As my gelding and the McGinnis filly, we've raced full seasons against first-class competition. That's all I meant.
Dandy Boy may be green, but he's the most horse I've ever sat behind. He can take dirt in his face or he can take air. He's born to run, and he's as ready as hands can make him, as you'll find out next week, Mr. Sanford.
Well, I think I'd better get back to Tamworth and arrange to ship my horse down.
Well, they're stabling all the horses here. I can make all the arrangements for you.
Thank you.
I'll walk you to your car. It was mean of you not to let Teddy come along.
Cathy, when a chap goes fishing in the moonlight with a pretty girl, 3 becomes a crowd. John Callant reckons he saw the big catfish right about here.
It's good to see you relaxing. You all seem so keyed up.
What was that? It was only a frog. Cathy, how well do you know this Sanford?
Quite well, I'd say. Why?
Do you consider him a good friend?
Well, I suppose so. He's taken me to dinner several times. I find him a charming man. Oh, and great company.
Of course, I shouldn't have asked about him. And I wish you the best of luck.
Doone, Boyd, you're hopeless. Absolutely hopeless.
No, Cathy, wait.
Let go
Cathy, listen to me, please.
No, one more.
Doone, I've got him.
Now, what the devil are you doing here?
I've got him. I've got the big fish.
You have? Well, hold on to him, boy. Hold on. Easy, Teddy, that's it. Keep the tip of the rod up. Keep it up. That's it. Start waiting out here with me. Keep it up. Hold on, now he's breaking.
There he is. Do you see him?
Yeah,
there.
you've got him. Now, where's that net? No, Cathy threw it in the water.
Oh, no.
Now do you see what you've done? Hold on to him. Now we've got him.
Get him, Doone.
That's it. Hold on.
We're gonna lose him.
No, we're not. Hold it up. Cathy, where's that blasted net?
Oh, there.
Hurry up.
There he is.
Hold on to him. That's it, boy. You've got him. Cathy, hurry up. Get over here.
Oh, we got him. Oh, thanks, Kath. You let him go, Doone. Oh, crikey, Doone. Can't you kiss and hold on at the same time?
Didn't you get a good night's sleep, Teddy?
No.
With the race only 24 hours away, I shouldn't wonder.
Well, it wasn't that. It was you and Doone drawing away on the veranda till all hours.
You don't mean you could hear what we were saying?
No, that's what kept me up.
Marian, we're ready.
I'll be down in one little moment.
I'd hate to hang by my thumbs for that one little moment. At last.
There you are. Thank you, Doone.
Thank you, Doone.
Bye.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Thank you.
I sure would like to see Dandy Boy before I go to sleep.
would you mind if we went to the stables?
I suppose not. But be careful.
Come along, Teddy. You know Doone wants you to be our best man.
He does?
Now, how are we going to kiss the bride if you won't even hold her hand?
Horace, you look like the mice got into your money box.
Mr. Boyd, I swear I never wanted to do it, and I never would have if Sarah hadn't found out about the money I gave you for the purse.
Do what, man?
Well, you know, she didn't want me to take the mortgage in your place to start with. When she found out I give you another 5,000, there was the devil to pay. And I don't know who blamed her, but somebody did. And she got on me back and she wouldn't get off till I agreed, and I argued myself blue in the face.
Horace, will you stop babbling and tell me what it is you're trying to tell me?
I've sold your mortgage.
Well, that's your privilege, I suppose. To whom?
McGinnis. Mr. Boyd, if it hadn't been for Sarah...
You know what you've done to me. You've put me in the hands of the blackest man I've ever known. If I lose tomorrow, you've as good as given him Boyd Farm.
Look, I had to do it. There wasn't any other way I could... It was...
What's the matter?
McGinnis, I'm gonna cane that man's hide till he blisters. The miserable, misbegotten son of a biscuit eater.
What's he done now?
Done? I'll tell you what he's done. He's had the gall to
what?
To say Dandy Boy couldn't outrun a pig.
Grams, why don't we save our steam to the race? When we win, he'll eat his words.
That's one meal I won't begrudge him.
It's you.
Good evening.
Let's take a look outside.
Miss Cathy, it's grand to see you. And Teddy, too.
How's Dandy Boy?
He's fine.
How you feeling? Ready for the race tomorrow?
Must be a lonely watch for you, John.
Sure, I'm used to that.
Seems a shame when everyone else is having such a good time.
It's me fate, you might say.
Well, we're going to be here for a while. Why don't you go to the hotel and have a beer?
Oh, I couldn't do that.
Why not?
The old man wouldn't like it at all.
I'll tell him I insisted.
Well, if you insist. I wouldn't want to be hurting your feelings. Teddy boy, keep a sharp lookout tonight. You never know when someone might want to try and nobble a horse.
Nobble?
Fix him, you know. So to be less than himself tomorrow. Well, then, I'll be off.
Easy, Dandy Boy. Nobody's gonna hurt you whilst I'm around. What kind of a person would like to harm a horse?
Someone who loves money more than himself.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Hawkins, and this is my assistant. Dr. Franklin asked us to make this call. You know Dr. Franklin, of course.
Sure, he's the vet in Scone.
Yes. Well, he promised Mr. Boyd that he would examine this horse this afternoon. But unfortunately, he's tied up in a case involving a herd of cows with undulant fever. Bad thing, that fever. If you don't stamp it out, it can sweep through a county like a bushfire.
Would you like me to get him to hold still for you?
Oh, no. This man is a trained assistant. This is just a little antiseptic to wipe out the bacteria. Now, you'd be surprised.
Excuse me, Sonny.
That much of a horse's troubles start in the mouth. There, that should do it. I'd say this horse was as sound as the pound. Of course, today the pound is rather like a racehorse. It goes very fast and doesn't go very far.
Hey, they put sponges in his nose. Go get him, Kelly.
Get him.
Hold on, Kelly. Hold on.
Oh, no, you
Stop right there.
Mr. McGinnis, they tried to sponge Dandy Boy. I was afraid they were friends of yours.
Friends of mine. The likes of these?
I only meant because I saw you talking to them. I should have known you wouldn't like to beat Dandy Boy that way.
Bruce, go on up to the hotel and tell them to get the police. You two, get to my stall.
Good dog, Kelly. You really showed it.
Good boy, good boy.
Teddy!
They got away.
What's been happening?
They tried to sponge Dandy Boy.
Who?
Two men, they claim to be veterinarians.
Mr. McGinnis captured them, but they got away.
Oh, they did, eh? Oh, where's John?
I let him go to the hotel.
We'd better take a look at that horse.
I wouldn't put it past you to try a thing like this.
You think I'd stoop to that to win a race?
Stoop? A man that has to look up to see a worm?
What you say, you old fool?
You go ahead, you double-dealing venture. You go right ahead and shoot. Because I tell you now, it's the only way you'll ever take Boyd far.
I was shocked when I heard about it. I think there should be a full investigation.
The race is going to start in 10 minutes. Doesn't leave much time for investigation.
I'm afraid he's right.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Now we're ready to start as soon as your horses are cooled down.
Yep.
Now, just to go over some of the rules, gentlemen. The rules of the New South Wales Harness Racing Association will apply. Post positions will be picked by lot. If a horse breaks, he must go to the outside and resume gait as usual. Interfering with another driver will mean automatic elimination from the heat. The first horse to win 2 heats wins the match. All agreed?
That's fine by me.
Mr. McGinnis, you're outside. Mr. Sanford, you're next, and Mr. Boyd has the rail. The gentleman, as there's only 3 of you, there's no reason we can't get off first time.
Excuse me.
Now back a bit, McGinnis. Boyd, try to close up. That's it. Keep it even. Make room there, McGinnis. Keep it even. Go! Go, Daddy boy! Go!
I got him boxed in. You have to fall back.
Move on! Do it, boy! Do it!
He broke! What happened? I didn't see it! Go, Danny boy, go!
Look, I'm sorry, old chap. Look, it was completely unintentional. Oh, I tried to keep him out as best I could, but this horse, it's got a mind of its own.
Mr. Boyd, do you wish to register a complaint? Mr. Sanford is the winner. Gentlemen, post time for the second heat will be in exactly 20 minutes' time.
Bruce, I'd like to thank you for helping us out the way you did last night.
You amaze me. You stand here as cool as a cucumber, and tomorrow you won't even have a roof over your head.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, you know darn well. No, of course you don't know. Old man Boyd was probably too ashamed to tell you.
Just what are you mouthing off about?
All right, it's as simple as this. My father bought the mortgage on your farm, and if you lose, which you're going to, it's ours.
That's a lie.
Now, you two boys don't cut this nonsense, I'm going to break both your skulls.
Well, he's got no right to say I'm a liar.
What's the matter with you, Teddy? This is neither the time nor the place to make a fuss.
But you don't know what he said.
I don't care what he said. We've got a race to run.
He said if we lose the farm.
Teddy.
That his father bought the mortgage.
Is that true? Get...
is the winner.
Well, what a picture of gloom. Goodness, Doone, you haven't lost yet. And Paul Sanford, looked like he deliberately fouled you in the first race. I'm certainly going to give him a piece of my mind. I was shocked when he went
Oh,
round.
Cathy, be quiet.
Doone, Boyd.
Sorry, Cathy. Just let me be.
What is it, Doone? What's the matter?
Weaver sold our mortgage. To McGinnis.
Oh, Doone, how awful for you. But you mustn't let it upset you like this.
Don't you understand? This could change everything.
Everything? Surely you don't mean all our plans, our wedding?
That's exactly what I mean. We'll just have to wait. Put it off.
Put it off? For how long, Doone?
I can't tell you that. Well, how can we get married? We haven't even got a place to live in. We'll just have to make a fresh start somewhere. We'll just have to wait. I should think even you could see that.
I see that our marriage depends on a horse race. And I don't like the odds, Doone Boyd. I don't like them at all.
This is no time to buckle, boy. You've got to win this next heat or we all go down. You made them eat dirt.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet.
You only have to do it one more time.
You did a fair bit of driving there, Boyd.
Thanks.
That's like the hangman complimenting you on your neck. Hey, Sanford.
You two lost your minds. I suppose someone saw you.
We slipped in during the last heat. No one was around. We just want to know what's going on here.
Looks like you got a pretty fair chance of losing.
We'd like to be paid.
Now, you know that every penny I've got is riding on this race. You'll have to wait. Now, just get out of...
Oh, excuse me, I just came in to get some... Hey, they're the two fellows who tried to... Oh.
Look, you better tie him up. Now, you two wait here till the start of the next race, and then get lost. I'll see you back at the hotel later, and I'll pay you off.
Suppose you don't win.
Look, I am going to win. No matter what it takes.
Keep it even. Keep it even. That's it. Go!
Sanford, are you mad?
What's the matter with that Cantrell? Can't you see that? Go!
Thank heaven. We've lost, haven't we?
I don't know. Depends on whether the judges happen to be watching the race.
Are you all right, boy?
Yeah. Wait till I get hold of Sanford.
In all my years, I've never seen such flagrant fouling. I wouldn't even let that man into a dogfight.
Come on, get up. Taking a break for it.
Doone, never mind him. We've got to resolve this here and now. Doone!
Look, there's no sense in carrying on. We'll take it up with Sanford immediately.
was the dirtiest driving I've ever seen, on or off the track.
I thought you were a bad loser, Boyd. And I was right.
Him and two other fellas knocked me out. And they were the same two fellas who tried to nobble Dandy Boy last night.
So, you were involved in that too?
Look, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm telling you, they were the same two who claimed they were vets. And he was with them.
But they were strangers. They were trying to bribe me to throw the race.
You're a liar.
You be careful what you're saying, boy.
Sergeant Meek is in the crowd. Go and get him.
All right.
Ah, you're blowing hot air, Boyd. I mean, who's going to take that bumpkin's word against mine?
Me for one.
You? Well, losers hardly make the most credible witnesses.
You've got an answer for everything, haven't you? Well, here's my next question.
Doone! Sanford's been eliminated.
Stay back, gentlemen.
Oh, but I see you've anticipated the judges.
All right, up with you.
Give us a hand.
All right, gentlemen, break it up. It's all over now. It's a bad business for sure.
Well, let's look on the bright side. One of us is going to walk away with his money.
Sorry, it was my fault that he's an entry.
Doone, you're nursing your right hand.
Sanford has a tough chin. It's nothing. I tell you, it's nothing.
Take my hand. Oh, this boy can't drive.
Yes, I can.
Not with any chance of winning. I suggest you postpone the final heat until tomorrow. Maybe his hand will be better by then.
Well, that's up to McGinnis.
It's the only fair thing.
There's nothing in the rules about putting off a race because of injury.
That's true enough. But Doone can't drive. You can see that.
What of it? The race is horse against horse. Get yourself another driver.
You're bound to get a pound of flesh, aren't you, McGinnis?
Perhaps. This is doing nobody any good.
Quite so. Gentlemen, we're going to hold the race today. I'll give you 30 minutes till post time. All agree?
Yes.
Yes.
John, you better get ready to drive.
No, not Johnny. He's too rusty. Hasn't got the hands anymore. The boy's light. He knows the horse's way of going as good as you. Let Teddy drive.
He's never been in a race before. McGinnis will eat him up.
He's got Boyd hands. I say let him drive.
Golly gee, who?
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the final heat. Winner take all. Driving in place of Doone Boyd will be Teddy Boyd.
Good luck, Teddy. Where's Cathy?
Over there. What on earth did you say to her? She's as cranky as a sick sow.
Go and get her over here. Do as I say or I'll bust your other hand.
All right. Keep him even. Hold your horse back a bit. McGinnis, step it up, Teddy. No more. No start. Go round and try again. All right, let's see if we can score this time. Keep them even. That's it. Now you're doing it. All right, get ready. Go!
Yeah! Come on, Danny boy, come on!
Come on, Walt. Come on! He's dropped back. Silly boy, McGinnis will carry him wide.
He's going out wide.
Yeah!
He's letting him go. Oh, look at that boy. Well, thanks a lot.
Come on! Come on! Get up there!
Dandy boy.
Well done, boy, well done. You won, Teddy, you won.
Oh, Teddy, Grandad was right. You have got the Boyd hands.
Did you see Danny Boy go, Doone? Once he got the air. Did you see it, John?
Teddy, me boy, it's happy I am this day. You should be proud of your stock. Horse and boy both.
When the colt goes to stud, I wouldn't mind crossing him with your filly, McGinnis.
Oh, Cathy, stop it.
Oh, but that's what all winners get, Teddy. And a few lucky losers.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I'm going to give him for a wedding present? I'm going to open Castle Farm again, buy some breeding horses, and let them run it.
Trying to work your way into heaven, eh? I've got an even better idea. Why don't we put both our halves of the Boyd farm back together and give them that?
Do you always have to go one better?